Quarantine, quarantine, lock me inside, it's quarantine. Welcome back to yet another edition of the internet's favorite show, So You're Interested In, the show where I break down an artist's discography in order to give you, the viewer, the best possible jumping off point in order to get into their music. And on this episode, we all become feminists as we dive into the legendary discography of punk rockers Bikini Kill. Forming in 1990 in Olympia, Washington, the band made a name for themselves through their hardcore influences and abrasive lyrics. Bikini Kill have released a few LPs, a compilation album, some reissues, a handful of singles, and I will be your tour guide to help you find the perfect starting point. As always, I'll be talking about 2 albums and 3 individual tracks that I think you should be listening to if you want to get into Bikini Kill. Let's do some albums. The first album to listen to from Bikini Kill is their 1993 record, Pussy Whipped. Pussy Whipped was their first legitimate studio album released on Kill Rock Stars and produced by Stuart Hollerman. It is chock full of hardcore chaos, making it one of the heaviest punk records of the 90s. Songs like Alien She sound like the Ramones if they were preaching feminism and were also infinitely times cooler. The song shows so much of Bikini Kill's character as they lash out into this frenzied explosion of ferociousness and swagger. Then you get a song like Lil Red that turns the dial up to 11 just to scream and screech in your face. It is a cut and dry hardcore track that is filled to the brim with anger and fury. Finally, you get Rebel Girl. Rebel Girl is a spirit animal for trailblazing female punks such as Patti Smith or Joan Jett. Despite it being a heavy punk track, it can also be doubled as a pop single due to the song's construction as well as the sing-along chorus. Pussy Whipped is easily one of the best hardcore albums of all time, one that I will definitely be making a forever spinning about in the future, but until then, go listen to the album yourself and fall in love with the rage-inducing punk thrashes. The next Bikini Kill LP to listen to is their first self-funded and self-produced album, Revolution Girl Style Now. Originally released as a homemade demo in 1991, they have since re-released it and reimagined it in 2015, adding a few more songs to the track list. The tracks are raw and gritty, and that's just not because of the lack of production, but also because of the cheap material they used to record it on. The album's opening song, Candy, is more fuzzy than an old TV when you hold a magnet up to it. It's powerful and punishing, forcing the listener to be immersed into the world of Bikini Kill. Then you get the fast-moving Suck My Left one. It sounds like a sludge metal track on speed, zipping left and right as fast as humanly possible with these huge guitar slashes. The lyrics are also brilliantly dark as the band attacks the sexual assaulters that ruin this world. Last but not least, you gotta listen to Double Dare Ya. This song is basically the creed to Bikini Kill's message, to empower women to be absolutely unashamed of themselves in every way, shape, and form. Revolution Girl Style Now is definitely worth a listen if you are trying to get into Bikini Kill. Now let's do some tracks. The first track you gotta listen to is Statement of Vindication from Reject All American. This is the opening track to their 1996 album, and it starts by immediately making a statement. With wailing guitars and singable lyrics, this is a thrill ride from start till stop. The mixing is also great, as Bikini Kill were definitely moving away from their hardcore sound on this record. Not necessarily pop friendly, but not as harsh as Pussy Whipped. It's the perfect song to start off with if you are a new listener to Bikini Kill. The next song to listen to is New Radio, which can be found on their 1998 release, The Singles. It's a super short track running just over 1 minute and 30 seconds, but it is packed with a great heavy guitar riff. Not to mention the shrieks and screams that flood the track, making it so much more energetic and thrill-inducing. New Radio is fantastic for new listeners, especially due to the fact that it mixes the old raw energy that they had as well as this radio-friendly sensibility. Not to mention Joan Jett lends some vocals to this track, which is always a good thing. Definitely a must listen. The final track to hear is Girl Soldier, a B-side from Yeah 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 Yeah, a 1993 release. The song is nearly impossible to listen to due to the poor recording quality as well as the fuzzy lyrics. What it lacks in well, listenability, it makes up in tenfold for the pure emotion. This will easily be the hardest track for new listeners to get into, but I do think you'll be able to find the beauty within the deeply disturbing lyrics. This is one of Bikini Kill's, for a lack of a better term, most real songs, and if you agree with their mission statement, then this song is right up your alley. Anyway, that is all that I have this week. Hopefully you go out there and listen to some Bikini Kill, whether it be one of the albums that I recommended or one of the tracks. If you do so, please do me a favor and leave leave a comment in the section below so I know that, you're actually able to take some of my advice, some of my recommendations, and, go out and listen to it. And while you're down there, if you have any recommendations of artists that you would like to see, please leave them below. I've gotten some great recommendations in the past, and I'm working on some new videos right now, especially that I'm in quarantine, so who knows, maybe I'll even be pumping out some of these videos more frequently than I usually do now that I'm out of work. Also, please feel free to subscribe for more videos just like this, as well as video history essays on classic albums that come out every Friday. They're called Forever Spinning. So yeah, that's all that I got this week. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting your local YouTube channel now that the world is coming to an end. Anyway, that's it. Until next week, happy listening.